Hello and welcome to our lesson on percent of change. The percent of change is the amount a number goes up or down. The increase is if the second number is greater, and the decrease is if the second number is less. So let's look at one. This is going to be a decrease because the second number is less. I write down the original number and subtract it from the new number to get the difference. The difference is 12.2. And I take that difference, 12.2, and divide it by the original number. And that's always equal to x over 100. See, I've got a proportion here that I can cross multiply. So that's 1200 multiplied by 18.3x divided by 18.3x. Let's see, on both sides, and I get 66.66 equals x, or that's 66.66% decrease. So there's a 66.66% decrease. Okay, let's look at the next one. Well, the new number is larger than the first number, so it's an increase. So I take the original number, I'm going to find the difference. Just going to subtract the large one from the big one, so the difference here is 2.5. Let's say 2.5 divided by the original number, which is 5.3, equals always x over 100. Cross multiply, 2.5 times 100 is, let's see, that's 250. 5.3 times x, I'm going to divide by 5.3 on both sides. It's okay to use a calculator, we're just teaching the topic in this section. Let's see, that is 47.17 equals x, or 47.17% increased. That is an increase, as we said at the start. Okay, let's look at the next one. The original number is smaller than the new number, so it is an increase. And I'm going to get the difference by subtracting the smaller one from the big one. So the difference in this case is 8.8. See, 8.8 over the original number, which is 12.1, equals x over 100. Cross multiply 880 equals 12.1x. Divide by 12.1 on both sides, and I get 72.72, and that's a repeating number that goes on and on. That's x. So I know it's a 72.72% increase. So 72.72 repeating percent increase. Great. Great, let's look at a different kind of percent of increase. It's called sales tax. Sales tax is a type of percent of increase. In other words, your purchase price is increasing by the percentage of the sales tax. So, let's see. I buy a World War II game for $53 with 8.25% increase. What do I pay? So basically you got to think, it started at 100%, right? That was a cost. That's 1.0. And it went up, you added 8.25%, which is, and 8.25% is 0.825. Add those together, and I get 1.0825. I multiply that by the cost of the game, and that's going to tell me the total cost after tax. So let's see, the cost of the game is $53, and I'm going to multiply it. Let's see, that would be 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1, 7, 4, and that will be a 2 and 3. See, 5, 1, 4. I'm not going over this because I presume you know how to multiply 2-digit numbers by 4-digit numbers. 5, that's, add them together, 12, and that would be, bring over the 1, 7, 3. Okay, and since we had four decimal places, going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be 57.3725. So the total amount I pay here in money, since it only has 2 decimal places, is I pay $57.37. Great. Let's look at another type of percent of change. A type of percent of change of decrease is called discount. A type of percent of decrease. Because since it's discounting, we're getting a percentage off our original price. We do this just like increase. We start with 100%. So 100% is always 1.00 minus my discount, which is 27% as a decimal, is 0.27. So 100 minus 27 is 0.73%. Multiply that by my original number. Let's see, I can multiply that by 13,000. Doesn't matter, we can write them in any order. So I'm going to start with 3 zeros here because that's going to make everything 0. That's 9, 21. I'm going to add 4 zeros for the second line. 3. Okay, and add all that together. And since we have 2 decimal places in our answer here, 1, 2, so it's 9,490. So after the discount of 27%, I pay $9,490. Great. Thank you for joining us for our lesson on percent of change. Now go get your homework done.